So, vaginal atrophy, it's a condition that affects your vagina and your vulva if you have a drop in estrogen, and generally happens around about menopause time, but can happen earlier. For example, if you're breastfeeding, you can experience vaginal atrophy as well. But it's generally seen in women, older women, menopausal age, perimenopausal age. It affects 1 in 3 people who've gone through menopause, and it's a debilitating and horrible condition. You can get micro tearing, the entrance to the vagina can shrink, the labia and the clitoris can become fused or shrink themselves. Generally the skin of your vulva becomes thinner and more fragile. It can be very itchy on the vulval tissues. You can also experience other symptoms like UTIs, so if you're getting cystitis very often. Incontinence can be something that you experience, stress incontinence, particularly when you cough or you sneeze. Quite often we can suffer with things like urgency, so if you feel like you need to go to the toilet a lot, go and have a wee a lot, that's urgency, that can be a symptom. Getting up in the night to pee more often, that can be the start of it. So it's just one of those horrible conditions that kind of creeps up on you. You may not realise you have it, but if you're experiencing any of the symptoms that I've mentioned, then it might be worth you having a discussion with your doctor. Now, you may already be on HRT and still having some of these symptoms. That's what happened to me. So I was on HRT and I did notice, some of the symptoms lessening, but the cystitis hadn't shifted. I was still getting cystitis week after week after week. So I finally was diagnosed at the end of my tether by an A&E doctor and was given vaginal estrogen, and that helped enormously. I haven't had cystitis since I started using it, and that's a number of years now. So it's a completely treatable condition. It's not, unfortunately, one of those things that you can leave and hope it gets better. It doesn't. It gets progressively worse over time. And the earlier you start treating it, the better as well, because